Good morning. My name is Dean the Turkey Likester, and I hope you're having a gobble-tastic day. Welcome to this little video that I am going to be showing you this little hike that I'm on this morning. I'm hiking in the Econ River Wilderness Area, which is in Seminole County, Florida. And here is a map of the trail. We are over here, and we're getting ready to set out up this way around that section of the red trail. You can see there. And we're gonna do a very short loop on this trail today. Actually, no, not that short. Gonna head back to this point. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna head back to where this trail splits right about here, and then I'm gonna turn around and then come back, and I'll show you a few sites along the way. So the Econ River Wilderness Area, a 240-acre site located southeast of Oviedo, Oviedo is northeast of Orlando, to kind of give some perspective there. And so it has beautiful oak hammocks, pine flatwoods, and sandhill habitats, bordered on the east by the Econolockahachie River. The approximate 3 miles trail system on this site is open for hiking, biking, and horseback riding for local equestrians. However, there is no trailer parking available. And offers a natural experience close to an urban area. You ain't kidding. As you enjoy this site, watch for some of the native wildlife, such as Sherman's fox squirrel, river otter, and gopher tortoise. The trail system on this site consists of a main loop trail blazed in red, approximately 2.2 miles, with a secondary flatwoods loop blazed in yellow, 0.5 miles. So today, as I said, we're just going to do a part of the red loop. So let's go on here. Here's the trail entrance. This sign here, wilderness area rules. You can hike, horseback ride, bike, fish, photography, picnicking, pets on a leash. I've already seen a couple this morning on a leash. Prohibited activities: hunting, dumping, littering, ATV use, alcoholic beverages, illicit behavior, destruction of facilities or habitat, construction or erection of any structure, feeding, releasing or harassing animals, parking overnight or outside designated areas, removal of natural or cultural resources, and fires, per Chapter 190 of the Seminole County Code. And then over here, they ask you to report suspicious activity. Yes, I'd like to report there's a man by the river. He's just sitting there eating turkey legs, having a grand old time. Anyway, let's get on this trail. This is the trail entrance. There's actually another entrance straight across the parking lot. That white truck over there is mine, and there is the other trail entrance. But we're going to set out on here, on this trail. It's a beautiful morning today. It is sunny, not too many clouds in the sky. It is, our high today is only like 82. It is October the something. I think it's the 17th today. And enjoying very nice weather. Fall has come to Central Florida. Finally, it is October and not Hottober like it has been. Very beautiful trees. So we're still right next to, like, there's a main road, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little construction going on over there. But anyway, here is a pretty little part here. This little lake here, it's very pretty. This little pond, I should say. So over here you have civilization, quote unquote, coming in. And then over here we have a touch of nature. Alright, so I made it back to the river. Here's the river. Here's one viewing spot. There is another viewing spot that I'm going to show you before we hike back. But we have some nice, there's some leaves falling. So I did not show you the hike to this point because I was just on an Instagram live. So that's on my Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. So for that reason, I will show you some of the sights as I hike back to my truck. But anyway, we're going to head back to, or head this way to look at the river at another point upstream, because it's flowing that way. As you can tell, there's a more a more zoomed out view. Sorry, I just kind of had a squirrel moment there. So we're gonna head on the trail. Gonna head to find the river. So the trees in this section are a little more closed in. You also need to be careful about the roots. Sorry, I thought the stabilizer was off on the phone, but anyway, all these tree roots, so you gotta be careful on these things. You don't trip on them. So far, so good. So we're going to head back. Oh, the river, I think, is right there. All right, this spot. Look at this spot. A little more open area. And the river flowing that way. Very nice. walk over here and, ooh, I hear a bird. I'm not sure what kind of bird. All right, so I was just talking to a couple of nice young people that were telling me about some of their nature hiking in the area, actually in another part of Florida. But the bird that you heard in the last section of the video, I have no idea what it was. I think it was up in one of those trees. But anyway, what I really wanted to show you is over here, these cypress knees, which is, there's some right here, but there's a bunch over here. And here we go. Those are the starts of these cypress trees, and they will eventually, like in many years, grow to be these tall cypress trees. So right now they're referred to as cypress knees because they literally look like knees or little nubs. But this area, as you can see, is shady, and there's a really pleasant breeze going. Oh my goodness. And it just looks so stinking nice here. And feels really nice. But the young people that were here were asking me why the water is this murky red color. And I don't know the complete scientific answer, but I'm thinking that it might have something to do with some of the minerals or something having to do with where the water originated from, like the spring that it came from. But we're going to go over here. I just heard something in the water. It seemed like it might be like a fish or something small. So don't think it's an alligator. I'm going to wait a second, see if it resurfaces. It was splashing in the water. Then we'll continue the hike back to the truck and show you some of the sights on the trail. This spot is totally beautiful. Okay, well, I don't think our friend is going to resurface, so we are going to just head back. Let you see some of this here. So this looks like this is probably the best that Florida can do with Florida fall. This cypress tree here that looks like it's going like red there, and this one over here. Very awesome, very beautiful. The last time I was here, there were some ducks, some wild ducks in the river. And that video, I think, whatever I was able to get of the ducks, is on the channel from a couple months ago. Back in May, probably. Anyway, let's keep hiking. We're going to keep hiking. We're going to go that way and head back to the truck. So this section of the trail is kind of got this grassy, mossy type thing on it. It's kind of like walking on a green carpet outdoors. Can't lie, kinda nice. Kinda nice. Another shot of the blue sky. So here we are back on the main part of the trail. Just a really beautiful day. So this is kind of a classic Florida forest type look. Kind of the palmetto bushes, and some the pine trees there. Some pretty puffy clouds drifting steadily by. And it's just really a comfortable breeze coming on through here today. Nice tall pine trees, very pretty. Yeah. Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching this hike video. While I was out there hiking, I ended up taking a lot more video than I had intended. So this is the end of part 1 of the hike video. The rest of the awesome footage will come in part 2 within a couple days of this upload. And I look forward to sharing that with you. And in the future, I hope to bring you on more hiking adventures, but I will be keeping it a lot more brief. So, have a gobble-tastic day, and thank you again for watching.